People with disabilities are the largest minority group in the world, and we're the last to have a civil rights law enacted. The ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act, came into being, and thankfully that's changed a lot of good things. It's really about access for all. It's more likely that you or somebody you know has a disability. And as our tagline says at NILP, we are peer-to-peer resources for people with disabilities. So NILP is not a residential independent living center. Independent living has really become a co-opted phrase over the years. But we do offer advocacy and services for all people with disabilities. Our 5 basic core services are information and referral, peer support, skills training, advocacy, and transition services. So that's a basic overview of NILP. So and what's great about having this opportunity to do this series of shows on Lawrence Community Access TV is we get to spotlight different programs and services that NILP offers. This time I'm very happy to say we get to spotlight our youth services program. And what I would like to do is introduce 2 great members of our youth services program. Right to my immediate left is Rowan DeAza, and she is the Youth Services Program Manager. And seated right next to her is Steve Michelson, who is the Independent Living, or we call IL School Transition Coordinator. Great to have both of you here on the show to talk about NILP's youth services. So,
thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have you here. So for the viewers out there, let's get into the real basics right now. What is the Youth Services Program? Can you tell me and our viewers about the programs and who is served by this?
Sure. Youth Services consists of 3 different programs: TAP, or Transition to Adulthood Services, TPS, Transition Pathways Services, and PREATS, Pre-Employment Transition Services. Stephen is going to tell you about our TAP services.
So our Transition to Adulthood program, or TAP, as Rowan mentioned, we serve students ages 14 to 22 in school settings and throughout vacations and summer programs, which we'll talk a little bit about later. These students typically have a 504 plan or are on an IEP, and we work in group settings as well as individual work through what we have a TAP action plan, which breaks down the goal of the student to help them be more successful for the goal that they have chosen.
Thank you, Steve, for that overview. Can you explain a little bit more about IEP and 504, what that means?
Absolutely.
For viewers?
Yeah, so the IEP, or the Individualized Education Program or Plan, and the 504 is a program for or plan for students with disabilities that helps them get added services within the school setting. So say a student needs longer amount of time for a test, or someone needs a scribe, someone that needs to write for them or read for them aloud, they will get those services. It's a meeting that consists of guidance counselors and liaisons and individuals like ourselves that come into meetings and listen to what the student really needs. They are their own advocate, and we push for them to be their own advocate, and they really get to voice and tell us what they need, and we put in a plan that best fits them to help them be more successful in high school.
Excellent. Sounds all-encompassing.
So our PREATS program, or Pre-Employment Transition Services, is federally funded through the WIOA Act. We get our funding from the Mass Rehab Commission, or MRC. They are an agency that serves individuals to help individuals with disabilities, to help them increase their independence and just get integrated into the community and into the competitive workforce. Through these funds, as a vendor for MRC, we are able to go into different school districts and work with different students independently or individually or in groups, just to help them work on their skills. So much like Stephen's program, we do help students become independent, but we really focus on employment and soft skills.
Okay, that's great, Rowan. And in our world, it's a world of acronyms and everything. So MRC is Massachusetts Rehabilitation Commission.
And I have one more for you, Mark.
Please.
Our TPS program, Transition Pathways Services, it is a peer mentor program, so our students are able to get one-on-one peer support from an individual that has walked almost the same path that they have. And they're able to relate to the student in a way that the student feels comfortable. It's a really great service.
That's terrific, you know, and the way it's presented. Okay. So You're out there, you're working many schools in the area, that's for sure. And I guess I'm curious about the area that's served. I would think the Merrimack Valley region and even past that, a great chunk of northeast Massachusetts, correct?
Yeah, so NILP serves 52 cities and towns. A lot of our work is done in the greater Merrimack Valley through TAP and TPS, but PREETS is everywhere. So we primarily work out of 3 MRC offices, which is the Lawrence MRC office, the Lowell MRC office, and the Fitchburg MRC office. So we primarily get our referrals from those offices as well as area schools.
So what do you use to teach your students independent living skills and work readiness skills?
So the TAP program has a curriculum that we have created over the years that is aimed to suit all students of all abilities within the schools that we work with and for our PREETS and TPS programs. We work on the basis of talking points, but fun, interactive, getting up, moving, these activities get these guys excited for what they're learning about. We really focus on communication, transportation, social skills.
So our PREETS and TPS curriculum are much like the TAP curriculum, except we have a main focus on soft skills and employment. So just getting the students really excited about employment and what that means for them in their future.
And I can tell you, being a witness to this, it's great to see their enthusiasm, energy. It really comes out. It's just the first feelings towards independence that we're striving them towards. Okay.
Right.
So it's really great that you're working in so many towns and schools. Do you offer any options for school vacations or summer programs? And if so, what are they?
Yeah, we do. TAP has quite a few different options. In the summer, we have our POWER project, which stands for Preparation, Opportunity, Wisdom, Empowerment, and Responsibility. That's a 5-week program that runs Monday through Friday, 9 to 3:30, and is free of charge. This program focuses on different careers, and each day is broken down to a different skill. So Monday we work on computer skills, Tuesday pre-vocational skills, Wednesday we go out into the community and work on our community skills, Thursday we take a field trip, and Friday is our big project day, just kind of cultivating everything we've worked on in that entire week to one big, amazing project. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, and each week they do learn a different skill, a different vocational skill.
Absolutely.
And that's your focus.
They do.
Yeah, I can talk in a couple of them. Chef Cook Week, we focus on cooking and preparing meals and kitchen safety. One week is physical education, and we learn how, what's it like to be a gym teacher, because a lot of the times these students, they want to aspire to be a gym teacher. So let's learn the ins and outs of that.
Yeah.
We have our vacation weeks, our February and April vacation weeks, where we focus on coping skills, socialization skills. We work on gardening and painting. We also have a very successful Massachusetts driver's manual course that we have during one of our vacations as well.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And PREETS and TPS also have summer groups and vacation groups, but we focus more on job shadowing, workplace readiness tours, and just kind of seeing what the world of work looks like. So really just getting these students, like I said before, excited and just giving them a hands-on experience as to what is it like to be a pharmacist, what is it like to work at Market Basket, what is it like to, be a secretary, somewhere. Just opening up their options so they don't think that they're limited to certain opportunities.
They see lots of possibilities. They may very well see something that's the right career for them to pursue.
Exactly,
So that's wonderful to see.
Thank you.
So for TAP, PREETS, and TPS, is the referral process the same or is it different?
So our referral process is pretty much the same. We get all of our referrals from everywhere. TAP and PREETS, we have pretty much an open enrollment, if you will.
Okay, so with all these different programs right within the frame of youth services, is there a cost for this? For this service to anybody who wants to participate or utilize it?
Not at all. Our services are free of charge. Our students get involved by advocating to their teachers or their counselors, also by advocating to their parents. Our services are really word of mouth. So when students hear about our services, they usually reach out to the school. Once the school receives that information, they give it to us. Once we see where the student is at, we see what program they're really suitable for, and then we start the referral process.
Best suited for, and then you go through the process
Exactly
with
right.
them. Okay.
So
Very good.
sometimes our referrals, for example, for TPS, all of our referrals do come from an MRC counselor, a designated TPS MRC counselor. But for TAP, there's really no other outside agency needed. Someone just needs to come in and advocate and say that they would like these services.
A lot of the times they come from within the school, the guidance counselors, liaisons to the students, or just from other students and parents that have heard great things about the program, and then they say, hey, we want to get involved with this, what's this about, and that's how that referral
So
process can
different
happen.
referrals, word of mouth, and the
Yeah.
word gets out how it works. Okay, that's terrific. So my question is, do you work with students on an individual basis, or is it in groups? How do
Both, actually.
Both, okay.
Yeah. So we go into the school system and we are able to teach during their study skill period or their vocational period. So a lot of our partnering schools have been gracious enough to let us come in and teach our students these skills. But there are some times where we meet the student in the community if they want to apply for a job. We'll meet them at their local plaza. We'll take a walk with them. We will help them not only advocate for applications, but also the follow through. What do I do with this application once I submit it? Do I just wait? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you have to follow through.
So really kind of a mentor in a way, just helping them through the process, and they feel the confidence that they can go out on their own too.
Most
to
definitely.
Get them to that point.
This is a lot of confidence building. A lot of our
Right.
students already have these skills. We are just teaching them that they already have them and helping them build confidence around these skills.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. So about the youth services team, you're dedicated, you're hardworking. Tell me a little bit more about your team.
Okay, so I'll start by telling you a little bit about
Okay,
myself.
that'd be great.
So I have been with NILP for almost 5 years now. I started in the PCA department, and NILP gave me an opportunity to develop the INR position, which was wonderful, and I'm very thankful. And now I'm in youth services. I started in youth services as just a skill specialist, and fast forward a couple years later, I am now the program manager, and it's just been a wonderful transition. But on the personal side, I really enjoy spending a lot of time with my puppies, and I am a very avid fisherwoman. I love to go
Oh,
fishing.
that I
so
know. I've heard
that
about that.
that is what I do to de-stress.
So I am happily married with a proud father of 4 beautiful kids. I joined NILP in 2013, and I kind of started right with that Power project. And I've been here for 6 years now. I'm now the Independent Living School Transition Coordinator. Still running Power and still running the vacations and all the schools for TAP. I run those groups individually in group settings. For me, I'm a big nerd. I love everything to do with comic books. I like to buy them. I like to read them. I like to give them to my kids and enjoy the good stories.
That works out perfectly. And I have to say, just witnessing a couple of the Power Project, what you do with the youth is just incredible. You really infuse great energy with them.
He really
And
does.
I've
yes.
seen that in practice, so I
It's
think
with a lot of
wonderful.
help, though. A lot of help from our other folks in YSP, which we can talk a little bit about because they deserve that recognition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
please
definitely.
do. Tell us about the other
So
members.
we have 2 other team members right now. We work with Nathan Hughes. He is our TPS peer mentor. He is a great addition to the team. He has been with us for about 4 years now. And I believe he told me that he enjoys writing. He really loves music and really enjoys writing music. And we have Yosira Ruiz, who is the newest member of our team. She is a Lawrence native. She is a proud mother of 3. She worked with youngsters for about 10 years and came over to us because she wanted to do something a little different, and we are happy to have her. I believe that she likes to listen to audibles, podcasts. That's how she likes to relax. So we all have
A
our
lot of
little
people do.
things.
I do too.
Yes.
There's a couple of podcasts I really enjoy. That's
We
great.
actually have one more person who just joined our team, but she has been a member of NILP for about a year now. Rossi, she is working with our consumers who communicate using ASL, and she is the newest member of our team.
Which is terrific.
But we are hiring, Mark. So
Please tell me about that.
we have 2 open positions right now, one for the Lowell area and one for the Fitchburg area. So if anyone is interested, please go on our website, nilp.org, and look at our available positions. Also, hablamos español, so if you need any help, we'd be...
Great opportunities. So any viewers out there, please just know there's a couple open positions available at NILP in youth services. And you can also go to the careers page on the NILP website at nilp.org. So, another question. So if a school or parent wants to find out more information or have questions, do they contact you? What do they do?
So there's a few different ways that they can get in contact with us. They can either go directly to the school, let them know that they heard about our services and that maybe they should seek us out, or they could just call us directly. They can call NILP and speak to our information and referral specialist. Her extension is 125. You just need to let her know that you're interested in youth services, and she will forward you over to me.
Okay, as Rowan said, you can call us at 978-687-4288. And what was that extension again?
125 for information and
125,
referral,
okay.
and 141
And
for myself.
141 for you. Okay,
Yes.
terrific.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank both of you. I think we had a terrific overview of NILP's youth services, and I just want to applaud you for the great work you do and your whole team does. It's wonderful. I've been
Thank
a
you so
witness
much.
to it.
Thank
And
you.
if you viewers get a chance to see the work they do and want to learn more about it, please do call us about this. So again, our number, you can call us at NILP, 978-687-4288. You can also join us anytime at our website at nilp.org. Plus, you can come view us on Facebook, and we're on Twitter too. So we'd love to have you join us there. So this is a second in series of shows, and it's terrific that we have this opportunity to spotlight our different programs and services at NILP. And we'll be back next month with another program or service. Thank you for watching today and being a part of this.
Thank you very much for having us.